All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do an over fender on your 240 without a welder. So we're going to end up with this result after I'm done with everything. So we're going to jump right into it. Okay guys, so here we're pretty much about ready to start cutting the fenders. I kind of know how I want to cut that, but I'm going to mock it up first with that piece just to make sure I'm not cutting anything I'm not supposed to. I have this towel right here so that none of the sparks kind of fall on the glass. So I want to cut it to this first Chinese letter. And then over here on this side, I want to cut it to right under the dragon claw. Okay, we're ready to go, baby. Let's do this. All right, so I'm gonna use a old wrap, and I'm just gonna use this to mark the spot where I want to cut. Most people use masking tape, but why use masking tape when you already have a good substitute? Okay. So here, I'm gonna make sure that I cut below my wrap. So I'm just gonna put it like this, and like this. All right, guys. It's grinding time. Out in the daytime, the whole wrap is pretty much peeled, and I started cutting into the fender like you guys saw last night. Quarter panel, not fender, sorry, but they're called over fenders, yet this is a quarter panel. Interesting. Anyhow, this is kind of the result. So now I no longer have to deal with this, and what I have to do now is just finish off this cut and kind of cut along right here so that it disconnects from the body panel itself. This wheel is too close for my liking, so I'm going to jack the car up and make sure that the wheels are off before I continue. But this is a great start. Very fun to do, guys. A little nerve-wracking, but it's fun. Okay, so I got this nice umbrella here to keep me shaded. I don't want to get sunburned while I'm doing this, but in true drifter fashion, this whole exhaust is held on by nothing but love and zip ties, guys. So right here we got a whole bunch of zip ties holding that part up. Right here we got another one. So looks like I need some exhaust mounts or those rubber things. So I'll be on the lookout for that. If you guys have any, let me know. Whole bunch of spider webs down here. You can see how it's been jacked up so many times that the all the jacking points are flat. So yeah, that's why I'm having a hard time jacking this thing up, because I really don't know where to jack it from. Here, this is very nice. I see that the suspension has been upgraded, so this blue bushing here looks like that's new bushing, so that's very nice. I got a new, I guess it's probably a tie rod, or I'm not sure what that's called, and a new one of these, and also a new one of these. So my suspension looks pretty good. You guys tell me if I need to do any more upgrades to the suspension based upon what I have. These coilovers look a little bit shot just because, you know, it's kind of worn down right here, but they're super stiff. So looks like they're Godspeed or something. But yeah, looks good. All right, guys, let's get to cutting. You guys let me know in the comments, if I need to make any more upgrades to the rear suspension. I have not looked at what's up front yet. So that will probably be another episode, but let's finish cutting. Like I said, we're gonna cut this portion out so that we can make the tabs and then connect it to this upper portion right here. Okay. I don't have a welder, so that's why I did it like this. I saw some guys on YouTube do it, so that's how I roll. I'm just gonna do it if someone else has tried it first. So this kind of serves pretty much the same purpose. It keeps the tabs stuck to your quarter panel, so that's fine. And then I mean, most people weld this, but you don't have to. You can just fill this up with something, maybe the seam sealer itself or some expanding foam, and then just cover it with the seam sealer. So we'll see how it goes. I'll go get some stuff and see what happens, but this is pretty much what the final result is going to look like. Then I can put the over fender on. I'm just going to spray this stuff down with some paint just to make sure that I get all the metal spots and there's no rust, and then the seam sealer will do the trick and finish everything off. Yep. Okay, that's it. That's how it is. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hope. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hope. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
Okay, so here it is done. As you can see, it's all nice and sprayed. All the stuff is attached, so there's no chance of this moving. You will never see this because the over fender will cover everything. Most important part is that the space is big enough for the wheel when I put a spacer on it, or if I get bigger wheels. Okay, so before I go into there and grab what I have for a substitute for a seam sealer, here's what's going on. I actually managed to remove this finally, so that's awesome. All you really have to do is get a wrench, grab the top part of this and go lefty-loosey. You unscrew this all the way, just like that, and off it comes. I have a seam sealer substitute, which I think I'm gonna use this. Silicone. So this is used to seal like the roof and the of like stuff, like, you know, on houses. If it's good for a house, I think it's good for a car, guys. Let me know in the comments. I can always try it, test it. If it doesn't work, I can put more shit on it. Animal crackers. I do have one issue with the taillight. Right now they're all unplugged because when the battery is on, these taillights just stay on into brake mode, as in it's brightest like if you were to step on the brake, and they stay like that forever. It's not because it's missing a little grommet where it pushes the brake light button in here. I already tested this, and that's not the problem. So like down here, normally like up there or so, there's like a hole like that. It's supposed to be a grommet in there, and when you release the brake, the grommet pushes back on this button. Normally you would just take one of these, tape it onto there, and then when you release the brake, this should compress the button and should turn off the lights. But when I push that button, the lights still stay on. So if you guys know anything about wiring, let me know, help a brother out. What the hell is my problem with the brake lights? I can't daily this or drive this around, especially when the brake lights are fucked. The cops will get me. Especially with a JDM motor, I don't want that. Okay, tail lights are off, side skirt is off. Now this thing is what came with the car, like I showed you guys previously. This is a 50mm over fender. The guy that I bought it from told me it's 50mm, so we'll see. In response to that, the fitment on this was perfect before I cut this. So now that this is cut, I'm going to put the 50mm spacer onto these hubs. Until I get a new 5-lug conversion and new wheels, we're gonna go with the spacers for now. But this is, after all, a drift car, guys. So as long as the damn tires spin, I'm all about it. So these fenders just fit on there like that. So this is a second layer of roofing sealant. So yeah, that's tropical roof sealant. This is all I had, guys. So should I have used black? Yes. Should I have used what people call seam sealer? Probably. But this stuff keeps water out of a roof, so I think it's good enough to keep it out of a 240. This is, after all, a do-it-yourself channel, guys, so I'm just fucking trying to do it myself. If this doesn't work, I can always scrape it off. All right, so now that the seam sealer is on this side, the other side is black, this one's white, you know, just because I ran out, but should serve the same purpose. Then, to make it not show, I'm just going to spray paint it when I'm done having it harden up. So the white stuff, you get some automotive paint and then you just spray it. Also got the 50mm spacers. These are hub centric, so it has a ring right here, and basically you just string the old studs into here, you tighten it with the nuts that's provided with the kit, and then you put your wheel back onto these built-in studs, and that should be fine. Okay, so now the wheels are on and it's sitting on the ground. Look how wide these sit. That's crazy right there. So then when you go to put the over fender on, I'll do this with one hand. Look at that. Perfect fitment. Okay, so I'm gonna tape this up and then mount it. Garage. I ended up doing one bolt here, no bolt here, one there, and 3 up here, just because it popped out kind of funny. So I just wanted to be as close as possible. One down there, one over there, and one down here. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about my DIY setup for these quarter panels. If you guys are a keyboard warrior and think that my setup is janky as fuck and that I need to weld it properly, please DM me. I will tell you where to send me a welder, and I will be more than happy to weld it the proper way with your welder that you sent me. So until next time, guys, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope that this is some valuable information that some of you guys can do it at home for dirt cheap, and I'll catch you guys later.